When I planned out my shiny hunts for this year, I put a shiny 3-segmented Dunsparce on my bingo card, kind of as a joke. This is one of the rarest shiny Pokemon ever, and honestly, the idea of actually going for it feels ridiculous. I'm a collector at heart, and I've always loved the idea of catching this Pokemon. It's super rare, and it kind of feels like a badge of honor for any shiny hunter, but the more realistic side of me was always able to talk myself out of ever doing it. This is the kind of hunt that everyone loves the idea of, but when it actually comes to starting it, putting in the hours and making this shiny a reality, not many people do it. Have you ever had these thoughts? Does this way of thinking sound familiar? I'm too busy. I don't have enough time for this. It's way too rare. I'll never be able to do that. But despite all that, I ended up with this amazing shiny. So how did that happen? You know, I could just play the reaction clip and call it a day, but I want this video to explain why I started the hunt in the first place, how I ended up committing to it without even realizing it, and why this shiny means way more to me than I ever could have expected. At the beginning of March this year, I finished my project to catch every shiny starter Pokemon, and while I was excited to wrap that up, I hit a bit of a creative roadblock. I had this huge list of ideas I wanted to start work on, and I also had this bingo card I created for my year, but nothing on that list specifically called to me. I had no idea which of those projects I wanted to work on next. Therefore, I decided to make it a little more fun. So I threw all my ideas into a wheel and spun it to see what I'd work on next. All right, now I'm spinning it.
I definitely don't want to see Mouse Folder 3. I don't know.
Oh my god. It's time to lock in.
Oh my god. Let's go.
This is one of two big reasons why this hunt was an accident. Fate decided that it was time for me to start hunting this thing. I'll explain the second reason later in the video, but for now, the wheel's decision kind of surprised me. Part of me hated that I put this hunt on the wheel in the first place because it is such a daunting hunt, but the other part of me is thankful that I did it. This wheel kind of single-handedly turned my idea of catching this shiny into a reality, and it motivated me to actually start putting in the work to get this thing done. But now that we've got the backstory, let's dive into why this shiny is so rare and how I actually went about hunting it. The Dunsparce is brand new to Generation 9, so it can only be hunted in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but unfortunately, this specific form, the 3-segment form, does not spawn in the wild. You can shiny hunt the Dunsparce in places like Area 0, but those wild spawns will never have that 3rd segment. Therefore, the only way to get a shiny 3-segmented Dunsparce is to hunt its base form, Dunsparce, evolve it, and hope you get lucky. And I say that because the real pain of this hunt comes down to the fact that there is a 1 in 100 chance that your Dunsparce will evolve into the 3-segment form. The rest will only have 2 segments. This means that, on average, you'll have to catch 100 shiny Dunsparce, and if you are lucky, one of those will have the 3-segment form. It's scary, but it kind of makes the plan simple. Find a shiny Dunsparce, evolve it, pray, and if it's not what I want, repeat over and over and over. So that means I need a way to hunt a lot of Dunsparce, and the method I started with was just inside Area 0. If you go into the caves and use a normal type, sparkling, and encounter sandwich, only members of the Dunsparce family spawn. All I gotta do now is run around a bit until I get some shinies. Keep in mind too, the shiny odds using this method are 1 in 683 because I'm using the shiny charm, and if you factor in that 1 in 100 chance we talked about earlier, the odds of finding what I'm looking for are 1 in 68,300. By the gods. That's a scary number, but that's way better than doing this hunt full odds. If you did this without any shiny hunting tricks, it'd be a 1 in 400,000 hunt. A huge amount of respect to anyone willing to attempt that and actually complete the hunt. That's insane to me. I think Pig was looking for a recommendation for a grass type to shiny hunt, and I just told him Applin because he was playing that game. Oh, numero uno. Not marked, but this is the first. Let's see if we can get the timing right for the sound effects. We'll get the good angle too. You guys ready? Ah, shucks. We'll get him next time. Oh, it's too early to be yawning. Oh, here we go, number 3. And it's marked. Yes. Drum roll. Ah, these 2-segment. It's like Eminence and Shadow. I think that's what it is. It's another isekai comedy type thing. My top anime are sentimental stuff, like Violet Evergarden. Oh, 86 was really good. Oh, I ran right past this guy. I was afraid you'd miss him. Yeah, I was like, I'm looking everywhere except my screen right now. Unfortunately, though, this is a phase because we can't exactly evolve something that's already evolved. If I would procrastinate and have to finish an assignment before the next day, instead of staying up late to finish the assignment, I would always go to bed early. Like if I realized I had an essay due in the morning, ooh, there we go. I will finish the story after this bad boy. Is this the 3-segment to end the night? Drumroll's a little early. That is firmly 2 segments. Now, after one session hunting in Area 0, I decided not to go back, and there were 3 big reasons why. First, you can't make sandwiches down there. Every time a sandwich expires, you have to leave, set up a picnic, and re-enter again just to keep hunting. A small but annoying quirk of hunting there. Second, the place is just way too slow. In a 4-hour stream, I only found 3 shiny Dunsparce. And keep in mind that at this point, I need, on average, another 97 to get to my target. I know there's a way faster method available, and what I'm doing now is just not going to cut it. And third, while shiny Dunsparce is cool, phasing it is not going to help me finish this challenge. Again, I can never find a shiny 3-segment form in the wild, so that doesn't help me. So the next day, I changed strategies and I started hunting through outbreaks above ground instead. Outbreaks do take a bit more work. You have to reset your switch's time to find the right outbreak, and then you gotta go knock out 60 Pokemon, but it is worth it to have the shiny odds jump to 1 in 512 instead. Again, if you factor in that 1 in 100 evolution chance, my overall odds for the shiny 3-segment drop to about 1 in 51,000. It's still a tough to obtain Pokemon, but at least this way I'll save a lot of time in the long run. Here we go. Okay, so experiment time. If I get close, yeah, he doesn't despawn, he just sweats and runs away. Which is nice, because if I go, say, look at this guy, spook him a bit, he'll actually dig away. But thank God the shiny doesn't do that. Dunsparce 4? Grass is in the way, but I can still see it. To be expected. Number 5. Oh man, no marks today at all. Nothing. Oh yeah, we're cooking now. Number 6. This one's marked though. Okay, come here. The nice thing about this area is how quickly you catch the Pokemon. Like, when you fight in the DLC or Area 0, that stuff's like level 50, 60. Being able to just throw a Pokeball in this area is really nice. Although it's kind of harder to evolve because it's a lower level. Good with the bad. Oh. I mean, I guess we were bound to get some faces. There's no way. This is insane. I've gotten so many this same week. We are cooking. That's 4 to Dunsparce this sandwich. Plus a phase. 5 shinies this sandwich is kind of crazy. Alright, this one. Very 2-segmented. 2-segmented. Very 2-segmented. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. From here, I settled into a routine. Stream, find an outbreak, make a sandwich, catch a few shinies, evolve them, and repeat. The number of failed shinies, though, started to rack up, and it's kind of hard to explain exactly how I felt during that entire process. At first, it's exciting to find a shiny, but that excitement quickly fades when you evolve it, and it's not the form you want. At the same time, it's not really surprising to me. I know the odds of this hunt. I knew this would take a long time. Let's break it down a bit. It takes about 30 minutes to find a shiny Dunsparce, and you need about 100 shinies to have a good shot at that 3-segment form. That's about 48 hours. 2 full days of non-stop playing, finding an outbreak, making a sandwich, running around, catching shinies, evolving them, and doing it over and over again. But odds are tricky. Even after 100 shinies, you're not guaranteed to succeed. That's just an average. It could easily take 200 shinies. That's 96 hours. 4 full days of non-stop playing, finding an outbreak, making a sandwich, running around, catching shinies, evolving them, and doing it over and over again. The most brutal and infamous case of this hunt took almost 300 shinies. That's 150 hours, 6 full days of non-stop playing, finding an outbreak, making a sandwich, running around, catching the shinies, evolving them, and doing it over and over again. But odds are tricky. In fact, this argument goes both ways. It's an average. For every shiny hunter who goes hundreds over odds, someone else gets insanely lucky and finds it early. This was one of the most daunting shiny hunts I've ever taken on. You know, I always told myself I was too busy, didn't have time, it's too rare, and I'll never be able to do it. But this hunt taught me something. Even if a task feels overwhelming, you can do it. Don't sell yourself short. Far too often we convince ourselves that we cannot accomplish something before we even try. But if you put in the time and the effort, you can do it. In fact, you can't get lucky if you never try in the first place. Okay, number 21. I might should turn up my game volume too. I think my drum roll sound effect works. Oh, that's the divine boom. Oops. What? Are you joking? What? No! That was so early! 21? Is that a joke? I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to try something a bit different with storytelling and script, so like, comment, and subscribe if you think it was good. But that said, I'll see you next time.